Hi, today I'm joined by professional fire risk assessor Andy Leather, and today we're going to be looking at fire alarms and fire detection in relation to fire risk assessments, or FRAs, in churches. Andy, what do we mean when we talk about fire alarms and fire detection, and what are we looking for?
The legislation requires that we have a means of raising the alarm, and also that we can detect a fire in all parts of the premises. Well, in a large building like a church, people can do that. They can shout fire and they could see a fire occurring. However, the key to all this is the risk assessment. This will have a methodical review of the premises, ensuring that it states what equipment is required, if any.
Does the church that we're in today have any fire alarm or fire detection in place?
No, the church we're at today does not have that in place. There is no fire alarm and there is no automatic fire detection. Their means of raising the alarm is by shouting fire.
So what do we actually mean by raising the alarm, Andy?
Well, there has to be a clear signal to persons to allow them to know to evacuate the premises. So that can be, for example, with a fire alarm where a manual break glass point is broken, which sounds the alarm system. It can also be activated by automatic fire detection, such as a smoke detector. That will also sound the alarm system. But in very simple premises, it can simply be shouting fire that tells people they need to leave the building.
So Andy, we've already mentioned that the means of raising the alarm in this church is shouting fire, but is that sufficient to alert everybody in the building?
The issue we have is that there is a bell tower that's a raised area where there can be a noisy environment, for example, when the bells are being rung. So therefore we need to find a way to ensure that those persons in that area are alerted if there is a fire that occurs.
Are there any products available that would alert the bell ringers quickly if an alarm were to be raised?
We can do this by the use of an alarm system. We need to take into account though the noise levels within the bell tower. So when they're ringing the bells, that's quite a high noise level. So traditional sirens probably would not be enough. In that case, we need to put a visual indicator like a beacon or a strobe that will help to identify that there is a fire alarm being activated.
Okay, and if you were to recommend any fire alarm or fire detection equipment on this premises, what would it be?
Well, again, there's a British standard that tells us what we should do. In the case of fire alarms, it's BS 5839 Part 1. The category of system within that standard, which defines what we should have and where we should have it, is an L3. That means that we would have automatic fire detection along the escape route from the bell tower, as well as a means of raising the alarm within the bell tower.
Okay, Andy, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.